Passive voice in English grammar. Welcome to our passive voice in English grammar training. By the end of this training, you will understand the definition and structure of passive voice. Identify contexts where passive voice is appropriately used. Differentiate between active and passive voice. Apply passive voice in writing for various purposes. Here are the essential aspects of passive voice and its applications. The definition of passive voice emphasizes the action rather than the subject. How to define. Passive voice is formed when the action is prioritized over the subject. Action. Identify sentences where the focus is on the action rather than the doer. In scientific research, results are emphasized rather than the researchers. How to use. Passive voice is often used in scientific writing to emphasize results. Action. In reports, results should be highlighted rather than the researchers. Criticism is often expressed in a less direct manner using passive voice. How to critique. Criticism can be softened using passive constructions. Action. Mistakes should be pointed out without identifying individuals directly. General observations are made without emphasizing the observer. How to observe. General observations can be stated without a clear subject. Action. It is noted that trends emerge in various studies without naming researchers. Now let's apply our knowledge with some real-world examples. A report was submitted late. How is the action emphasized? Pause and reflect. Is the action being highlighted? Your action should be: revise the sentence to focus on the action instead of the doer. The experiment was conducted successfully. How is the action highlighted? Pause and consider. Is the focus on the result or the individual? If the answer is unclear, the sentence should be rephrased to clarify the action's importance. Now let's recap on what you learned and what you need to remember. Passive voice emphasizes action over the subject. Useful in formal and scientific writing. Can depersonalize criticism. Appropriate when the subject is unknown or obvious. Please practice converting active sentences to passive voice in your writing. Thank you for participating in our passive voice training.